Hi, my name is Andrea. I've battled my weight my whole life. Please come join me while I tackle it for good at my midlife wellness project. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I had another great weigh-in this week, so I thought I would change things up on my channel and talk about my diet and foods that I eat because I think it's helping aid in my weight loss. Uh, I'm still on the introductory dosage of the Wegovy pills, the 1.5 milligrams, and I lost another 3.8 pounds this week. And I've been on them 5 weeks. I've lost a total of 14 pounds. I think my diet is helping me lose the weight consistently. I'm really hoping that that's the case because I don't really want to move up in dosage and I don't want to have to do that quickly either. I did, when I first got the pills, I did some research, at least tried to do some research on what I should be eating on these pills, but the pills have only been out since January, so it's kind of hard to find some information. But there's a lot of nutritionists online that talk about the shots and what you should be doing. And most of them were saying you don't really have to worry about calories so much. You have to worry about your protein intake. Protein is really good when you're trying to lose weight because it fills you up, it keeps you fuller longer, and it helps aid in retaining your muscle mass, which on a GLP-1, because you're losing weight so quickly, you have a tendency to lose your muscle mass. It can also boost your metabolism. So, I mean, hey, who wouldn't want that, right? So when I started researching that, it said, for me anyway, everybody is probably different, but for me, it said I needed to have about 30 grams of protein a meal. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, each 30 grams, or aim for 30 grams, which is fine. What I have a tendency to do is breakfast always seems to be eggs because it's a convenient one. I like eggs too. I don't have a problem with eggs. Thomas's has these protein bagels. They're 21 grams for one bagel, which is a lot. I can't really do the whole bagel. I normally do half of a bagel with egg and cheese. Sometimes I put ham on it. Sometimes I put turkey bacon, Canadian bacon, whatever I may have, or it's just egg and cheese on a half of a bagel. Also, there is the tortilla wraps. They are the GLP-1 wraps. Those are really good. I normally scramble an egg, maybe an egg or two, and put some ham in it with cheddar cheese and make it like a burrito. That's really good. I also like omelets. Omelets are really good. A 3-egg omelet with ham, cheese is like 28 to 32 grams of protein, which is excellent. Sometimes I even have that as dinner because it's a good amount of protein and I like omelets. But if you get bored of having eggs all the time in the morning, Eggo has protein pancakes. Those are really good. Or Kodiak has protein waffles. Those are good. I also, I'll put some fruit on them. And I have the sugar-free light syrup. That's really good on them because I try to limit sugar, especially that's what the nutritionist said. You know, watch your sugar intake. Try not to have any greasy foods or fried foods. So I do try to adhere to that. I have coffee in the morning. I normally have 1 cup or 2 cups a day, but I only have half and half of my coffee. I don't do the sugary ones, just half and half, and I don't add sugar to my coffee. I always say, I'm sweet enough, I don't need more sugar. But then when it comes to lunch, a lot of times I'm working, so it's harder for me to stop and do something for lunch. So a lot of times I do have a tendency to have protein shakes. I just try to watch that the protein shakes are low in sugar. And the protein shakes that I chose have 30 grams of protein. So that's good for lunch. And the other thing you could do too is they have the keto bread that has 5 grams of protein per slice. That, some peanut butter and sugar-free jelly would be a really good lunch to have too for protein. And I've been told by a nutritionist in the past that peanut butter and a jelly sandwich is one of your best bet for protein and carbohydrate to keep you satisfied. That's why, hey, you give it to kids all the time. It's a good one to have, even though you're not a kid anymore. At dinner, I normally have like a salad, and Sam's now has these chicken protein cups. I think they're labeled a snack cup, but there's a good amount of chicken in them, and it's 30 grams of protein, which is awesome. It's already fully cooked, so you could either have it cold and put it on lettuce and make a salad out of it, or you could heat it up and have a veggie with it and have it that way. I also try to do any kind of a lean meat in a veggie, or have it in a salad. So I try to balance off my dinner meals that way to try and aim for that 30 grams of protein. And at night, I do have a snack before I go to bed. Uh, in my older video, I talked about how I have a tendency to be hypoglycemic. And a nutritionist had told me that I need to actually have a snack at night before I go to bed to keep my blood sugar intact while I'm sleeping, so that when I wake up, my blood sugar is not low. And I wind up having the ratio yogurts. They're really good, and they are 25 grams of protein. That's another option for people to have in the morning if they don't like eggs or they don't want protein pancakes or waffles. You could have yogurt in the morning. The Greek yogurt with fruit, that would be another great option. But these are the things that I've been doing. I'm a creature of habit, so a lot of my meals are the same, and that doesn't bother me. I think a lot of people have a tendency to do that. So I've just been trying to do this so that I hopefully avoid gaining the weight back after I stop these pills, because I don't want to do these forever. But so far, it's all going well. I thought I would maybe give some insight into what my foods are and how I think that that is assisting with my weight loss, because I am only using these pills as a tool to aid in the weight loss. But next week, I'm going to do my workouts, because I do workout every day. And I was going to show a little bit of my workouts because I think those two things are helping me to continue to lose weight on the low dose. And that's all the better, because a low dose is cheaper. It's not, I don't, you know, I can't do these forever. I don't want to do them forever. Plus, it would get way too expensive. So if I can lose a bunch of weight on these pills and then get off of them and continue my meal plan and my exercise, I think that will help me in the long run to keep the weight off. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I said next week I'll be posting my workout to let you know what I do normally daily for my workout and how I think that helps. But please subscribe, give me a like, comment, share, and I hope to see you next week. Thanks again for watching. Bye.